So, like most men don't need a better fat loss plan. They need to understand the difference between what a plan and a system is because they're not the same thing. And I think that confusion is honestly why some people end up always back at square one. Like, if your approach keeps falling apart after a few weeks, like you keep restarting, losing the same weight, putting it all back on, it's really probably not the plan that's broken. It's just kind of the system behind it, or like the lack of a system behind it. So, what is a plan, right? A plan will tell you what to eat, how to train, and what days to do it. When life cooperates, the plan, it works great. It runs smoothly. When the weeks are clean, nothing gets in your way, you feel like you're totally 100% locked in. But then it falls apart, because the plan was really more like instructions, and that's kind of it. It never had anything behind it to, keep the plan moving when, shit got real. It's going to break, the second that your schedule changes or the second that anything comes up. If work is going to blow up, you're going to have a random client dinner, family shit, just the general weight of, life. Um, any of that will snap a plan right in half. And now, you're back to staring at Monday again, ready to restart because you fell off for a month and you don't even know how to get back without starting over completely. And, I see this literally all the time. Guys come in with everything mapped out, like they've got this whole plan, they're ready to go. And the plan looks really, really good on paper. I'm like, wow, dude, that's awesome. Why are you here then? Because Tuesday happens. And that's kind of why I don't call what I build for my clients a fat loss plan. I call it a fat loss system. And there's a real difference there. So what does that actually mean though? Like, what do I mean when I say system? A system is the structure behind the plan that keeps it moving when life, gets in the way. It's how you handle food, on the go. It's how training fits into even, the smallest 30-minute windows. Excuse me. It builds, kind of in a consistency that doesn't just get you to your goal, but it'll actually keep you at your goal. Like, the plan still tells you what to do, but the system is what keeps the plan alive. And without that structure, the moment that your life, pushes back, and we all know that it will, you've got really nothing to fall back on. You're going to have no progress with nothing to fall back on. So let me make this as real as I can. We're going to have the same person with the same goal, but we're going to have two completely different setups. So first, we have our guy with a plan. 1,800 calories, full meal prep every week. He's got 5 workouts, cardio 4 days a week. He's never going to eat out. He's got the same training time every single day, and it looks really, really good. He's ready to go. But then he has a meeting that runs long and it cuts his training window short. So he just says, oh, fuck it, I'll skip. And then what happens when he's got like a random client dinner on a deal he can't miss? And then you don't have an answer because you don't know how to eat. So your workouts get missed, your meal prep gets wasted, and then in a few weeks, you're back staring at Monday like, ah, shit, here we go again. Now we have a guy with a system. Flexible calorie target that can absorb a dinner out without, throwing you off. As long as you're hitting a protein anchor every single day, that'll work. We schedule 3 to 4 sessions a week built to move around if something happens, and you have a direct answer when you miss a session or something gets pushed. So it's the same person with the same goal, but they end up having completely different outcomes. The guy with the plan, he keeps scratching his head, and the guy with the system just keeps making progress every week because, like, the system works for you. A plan is something you end up working for. All right, so we're going to do a quick gut check. You restart too often. One bad meal is going to throw you completely off. You rely on your motivation just to even step foot in the gym. You have no answer when life gets in the way. And you're already behind before your week even starts. If that sounds like you, you've been working for a plan and not running a system. A plan that has that kind of control over you was really never going to get you to where you want to go in the first place. It just wasn't. So how do you actually build a system? Well, I like 4 things. Number 1, you got to have priorities. You need to know what matters when the week breaks down. Is it your protein? Is it your training frequency? Is it your total calories? You kind of just really want to pick one and anchor your entire week around that above anything else. Like if you can just stick to one priority a week, you will make it through any week, I promise. Number 2, it's got to be flexible. So, and not like a free-for-all. Like you need real flexibility, adjustments, and you're not quitting. The system, it lets you shift things around within a week so you can still keep your progress moving. 3, scheduling. Again, every Sunday, I make my clients look ahead and pick their training days and put them on their calendar. And if something comes up at the end of the day when they check in, they will tell me their plan to get that missed workout in on one of their days off. Number 4, repeatability. You can't go absolutely insane in the gym to lose body fat. You need something that you can keep doing week after week. If you leave the gym after day 1 and you don't go back, then you might as well have skipped day 1. And the results never lie. So here's what I kind of want you to take from this. Most people, they spend years chasing some perfect plan with, it's more rigid, it's more detailed, it's got all this structure, but they keep ending up right back in the same place. And it's because more information isn't the answer. You can literally get information on training anywhere on the internet. It's about the system. So building a system that works for you, not one that you're constantly working for. That's the answer. I can't give you a better plan because you need to start building a better system. And that's really what this channel is all about. So subscribe, follow along on Instagram at jpratt.fitness_. And in the next video, we are going to break down some nutrition that will hold up continuously over time.